Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7. Live on hot7025fm.com.
It's your main man, 360 the Poet from the Morning Wood. And are you looking for the perfect drink? Well, you found it. Mimosa Royale is the perfect combination of California sparkling white wine and natural juice that is both tasty and refreshing. No artificial colors or flavors, no sugar added, and it's gluten-free. As the world's first ready-to-drink mimosa, Mimosa Royale is perfect for any occasion, day or night. You no longer have to drink 12 of those seltzers just to get that perfect buzz. At 8% alcohol, Mimosa Royale is the perfect drink to party with. Offered in a variety of flavors and sizes, you are bound to find a Mimosa Royale that you'll love. We have berry, mango, apple, and orange, with more flavors to come. Mimosa Royale is the most award-winning flavored wine that serves in bottles or cans. You can find them online at drinkmimosa.com or find them at your local liquor store. Ask for it by name. Mimosa Royale.
E-Class Consulting. It's owned and operated by Carice, providing tools, training, and resources that are sure to make you and your business even more successful. We are staffed with a marketing, credit, tax, and a real estate consultant. E-Class Consulting also provides a temporary admin service called E-Class Admins. Want to book an appointment with E-Class Consulting? Call 702-518-3002 or email book@eclassconsulting.com. E-Class Consulting, navigating you to greatness.
What's going on, everybody? It's your main man, 360 the Poet from the Morning Wood, and I'm here to talk to you about the Sci-Fi Center. It's your Vegas home for science fiction, horror, and fantasy. From comic books, toys, and posters to movie screenings and live events, they've got you covered. Located at 900 Cameron Avenue, Suite B209, give them a call, 702-900-4335, or reach them at thescificenter.com.
It's your girl, Miss Connie, coming to you every Wednesday at 5 p.m., discussing the levels of intimacy. What's your naked truth? Stay tuned in to stay turned on. See you at 5. This is Miss Connie from Levels of Intimacy. You're tuned in to Hot 702.5 FM. Hold on. You online? Okay. Never a dull moment with the crazy lady. What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Miss Connie LV. And yes, here I am again on another hot Wednesday. I thought it was cooling off, but guess what? It is still pretty warm out here. And how I know is because I'm out here melting like good hot chocolate, imported. Okay. But yes, guys, come on in. Grab you a beverage. I actually forgot behinds. I'm going to regret that. But yeah, make sure you grab your beverage of choice. Come on in here. I got a lot to talk about today. Look, the year is almost over. Okay. It is so much going on. But listen, make sure before you do anything, you copy, share, subscribe, like, leave a comment. And guess what? You can even call in 702-551-5261. Okay. Got that right first. If you would like to chat today, because I got a lot to talk about. But yes, make sure you send this information out to your friends, copy, share. I'm trying to do big things with you guys out here. So don't forget about me, okay? Because what I heard is that if you see me post and you don't like, share, comment, you a hater. Yeah, and that's the naked truth. Because I'm out here trying to help the world, y'all. Okay? Get with me. Get with me. I'm trying to go places and I'm trying to take y'all with me. Okay. So yes, once again, make sure you click, follow, subscribe. I'm your girl, Miss Connie LV. You can find me on YouTube, not TikTok this week because they got me in jail again. Okay. All from that doggone Amazon affiliate link. apparently I can't share across the boards. But hey, if you follow me, you already know that I do have events coming up. Then we will speak about that later on in the show. And I look forward to seeing you guys. I love the engagement. You guys have really tapped in and you all are purchasing. So I'm here for it, but we're going to chat about it. But yeah, just come on in here because it's a few things that I want to talk about today. But I definitely want to let you know that my topic of choice today was the cycle of abuse in family dynamics. Okay. And how I got to that topic, we're going to discuss that. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to put this bun in. Y'all see, yesterday I had an afro. The insomnia had me. What's up? You and my what's up, Cordy? Welcome to the show. That's Cece, everybody. We gotta have Cece on here for a follow-up. Y'all remember her? That's my poly friend. I love her and she loves y'all. Okay. But yeah, we getting ready to talk about some things. We definitely want to talk about being a minority in America again this week. I hate to make everything political, but we are living in such a crazy period. No, you know what? It's not even crazy because I say, you know what? A lot of things that we're going through here in America, a lot of these other countries have been going through these things. We really been, listen, turn on Naked and Afraid, figure out how to start a fire with a stone and some tumbleweed and a stick because it's getting real out here. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what your curl pattern is. It is getting real out here. Okay. The crime is all over the place. But yeah, guys, let's just tap into that topic and the cycle of abuse and family dynamics. So the reason that I even chose this topic today, it's because early on when I started the radio show, I always used to talk about cause and effects. You know, like why are we doing the things that we're doing? And sometimes it is just that cycle. And we've learned here that we have to break these cycles. And I watched Keke Palmer's podcast. I really love Keke Palmer because she's just so real. She's so authentic. You know what I'm saying? She's very engaging with the conversations and she is going to get to the naked truth. Okay. And she interviewed Offset and she asked him a question. And shout out to Offset because a lot of times, you know, because we are in these cycles of abuse, we tend to bond with different people in different, you know, areas of their relationships based on our own experiences. And one thing he said is that she asked him, are there any regrets? Do you wish you had to handle things differently, you know, in your marriage? And he said authentically, I wish I had have showed her more respect. And I just thought that was just so phenomenal, you know, because a lot of times women, that is really all I'm not gonna say that's all we looking for, but that is the main factor. Like just respect my time, respect my body, respect my energy, you know, but sometimes it's hard to imitate or emulate things that you've never seen. I don't know his upbringing. I do know he does come from a mother, an educated mom, but I don't know what his dynamic was or why he didn't see the value when it was, you know, before the situation arose. So I don't want to seem like I'm talking about their business. I literally just want to just talk about how he said he wished that he had respected her, that she deserved much more respect than he gave her. And I mean, that's just with the infidelities and the women. But then Keke definitely pointed out that everything you read is not always true. And when you are dealing with these conglomerate and these brands and these companies, they don't always want the successful story. They don't always want the happily ever after. And if they have that template of Jay-Z and Beyonce, these power couples, you know, so I almost think the entertainment world is almost intimidated by a power couple. So, you know, they may be doing things to just intentionally, you know what I'm saying, separate the values, the love, and keep that money rolling and keep, you know, the algorithm Oh, really? That's about what it is. But yeah, no matter how it go, Cardi B, you doing your thug thizzle. Because what you do know is that we will show up and we will show out. Shout out to her because she just threw a $20 meet and greet. Okay, they said half of Atlanta, all of Atlanta showed up for the $20 meet and greet, came out, engaged with the audience, and was like, yo, don't get us shut down. You know we got some other artists out here that, you know, it's about $1,500 to get a picture and, you know, to be on some level of nonsense. But I'm going to tell you now that I appreciate that level of investment, the $20, because if you got $1,480, you need to go invest in you some swim classes and a survival kit because shit is getting real outside. Okay? Seriously. Number one, I spoke about that last week, Carice, because I went back and did a little bit of investigation about that Houston. And I said there was allegedly, maybe, perhaps, a serial killer in Houston, and I'll recant that, and I'll say there's mass murderers. That's what. So okay, so I literally did this information on this. So there has been, what was it, 6? I think they found 6 bodies.
I don't have this video, by the way. I can play audio if you want to text it to me.
From the video I said earlier. Oh, I sent it. Okay.
Actually, there's a plug right in front of you.
Okay, that's too much. And you know,
just plug it in, play. Let me know when.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So, but this is about the Houston. Something is going on in Houston. They found 6 bodies in 11 days.
Okay. So, but were they similar? Like it was
They were all young. Well, no, I'm not gonna say all because it was 22, 30, 50. And maybe like a 38. So in between the age of 22 and 50-year-old. So they were minorities. Okay. And they all were at bios. They were found dead at different bios. So who in the world is going out at a bio? So they're saying there's no foul play, but I don't think we're going hanging out at night and we don't know how to swim. Why we don't even play with water like that, you know?
So they're saying these people drowned. Did they have
That's
on
what they're
all
saying.
their clothes, or did they have on a swimsuit? Like, can we get
But they
look up this story? Let me see.
Yes, please look that up.
So what is it? Houston.
Yes, Houston. They're not linking it to one person.
What are they calling it right now? What's on
mass
article?
murders in Houston? So just look up. You can look. Yeah. Because I literally just like looked up the information. It was so crazy. But it was these 2 young girls. And then I'm like, how soon are the families reporting these people missing? Are they being reported missing, or are they just finding bodies? You know, but after, you know, I went through my process of trying to figure out, like, how in the heck could you just, you know, what are we doing? And then, you know what? I always have to put myself in the element, and I know that I will tee-hee ha-ha and cocktail myself into some foolishness. Okay?
Facts.
I have been known to tee-hee ha-ha.
Facts.
Yeah, to some foolishness. You know, even traveling, because me and my homegirl went to Cancun, and I'm always ready to go. Like, I will come to the party, I will dress up, I will take the pictures, but I am always the first person ready to go. And I was like, yo, I'm ready to go. And she was like, no, I'm not ready to go yet. And I was like, well, I'm leaving. And I literally went and got in a cab by myself in Cancun, Mexico. And in the middle of the night, in the wee hours. And I remember like riding, and he was going past my hotel. And I'm like, yo, where are you going? You know, I was staying at the Casa Magna. I remember that, Mayor. And he was like, oh, I thought you said. And I was like, nah, you know, but I got a little aggressive because I'm not getting ready to be the damsel in distress here. Like, you're literally going to have to fight me for this GC. Okay. I'm not going down. You're not going to fuck with me. And I didn't bring the load. Like, no. But I'm just saying, this is how we end up in these crazy situations. And I'm just
from making irrational decisions.
Yep.
At times that are not okay.
And
Yeah,
it's
'cause I would be mad at you if I was your friend.
She was
now
so
she
mad.
got to ride back by herself.
yeah.
So you ain't even think about nobody else.
And then what was so crazy is by the time I got to the hotel, I think I was hot. And I was like, yo, I just need to change. Like I was hot and I was bothered. By the time I got to the hotel, I was ready to leave. And I went back. So they was like, girl, what is wrong with you?
you gotta relax. You gotta go eat.
No, please, Jesus.
Man, that's my husband be like, if I look a little moody, he'd be like, all right.
You hangry?
He gonna give me a snack like a mofo.
And I think that maybe I did kind of grab a bite. And that's why, and you know what? It was that stupid all-inclusive. That's why I don't do all-inclusive trips. I do not like that. I'm hungry.
I've only done one time, and actually wasn't bad. It had like 5-star, like
yeah, it was
restaurants
5-star, but I'm ready to. I want something like I feel like
It
no.
had everything though.
Yeah, they do if you make it there in time. You know, because there's with
these
this
restaurants
package,
closed.
it was a time factor, like dinner, the bread. It was crazy.
So you just need a little snack. So now you know that you just need a little snack before you make a rational decision.
That's why I keep a snack.
Keep a snack in my purse.
I keep a snack,
I just
but
had one earlier because
I was in Mexico. You don't have a purse. You don't have all this stuff. You know,
crossbody. I always carry a little crossbody in my.
I don't think I had a crossbody. Nah, I'm with a fanny pack
because I have to put my phone in a bag, like because they will take it off of you.
I don't even think I had a phone on me. Like we kicking it.
You got in a taxi, no phone.
I have no phone.
That is diabolical.
I'm in there arguing about some pesos.
Real quick, as we go back to the question about the Houston Bayou killing, you saw that they had another one last night.
Are you? So is it 7 or is it 6 now?
It was a 7.
Okay, so
body
here we go.
Last night, and it's a video, so I'm trying to get the actual.
Is it saying ethnicity or any information?
I'm trying to see.
I'm telling you,
recovered from White Oak Bayou. 7th body.
I'm telling you, something crazy is going on, and
I just need to know, like, is there a commonality? Like, what's going on?
Okay. This is my thought process. Okay. What's going on is we have all these vigilante people out here, okay, in these masks and just picking up and carrying off people's children. Okay, let's talk about that as well. I watched a horrific video in Chicago, how ICE is just, I mean, it's just crazy how they are coming in. I watched them slam a little black girl. She couldn't have been no more than 16. By her braids down to her face. And I watched this cop this uniformed man jab her, like punch her little bitty body. And I'm just like, yo, Connie, turn it off, you know, because
I can't even watch it.
Yeah. And it was like
I saw the videos come through and I was like, dude, I can't watch this because I know it's going to mess me up. And then I'm going to be giving them people the side eye. Yeah. All day.
And it's kind of like, don't say anything, but it's like, yo, it's freedom of speech. How come, who do the rules apply to? How come you can do everything and I can't do anything? It's just so crazy. So going back to that, I feel like between the ICE, and I'm not saying it's really ICE, but these people who could be impersonators of some level of officers with these masks on, just picking up random people off the street, this is concerning. As well as I sat last night in my insomnia whirlwind that I go in and started braiding my hair and all these crazy braids, I watched the craziest show, and I am a Thriller. I like CSI. I like Law and Order. I like Criminal Minds. I watched the Ed Gein story. I'm like,
what was it about?
Yo,
because I haven't watched it.
The serial killer.
It's about the serial killer. Is it on Netflix?
Yes.
Okay.
It is called The Ed Gein Story. And what it shows is how all of these other serial killers have took bits and pieces, like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Psycho, all of these people that we know about in history, textbook that we read about, they all have took bits and morsels and pieces from this one man's psychopathic behavior, which goes back to the subject of that cycle of abuse, because he lived in this Bible thumping, crazy mom. Yeah, you can't do this. You're not supposed to fornicate. You're not supposed to this. And she was just this tyrant.
They're Jehovah's Witnesses.
No, hold on. Don't do that. Don't do that. I don't talk about my mom on here. Mom.
I'm not talking. I'm just.
No, they were.
Usually.
No, she was some level of
like Seventh-day Adventist or something, or you don't even know what
they didn't even really say. She just was damn to hell if you do this.
What was it? What's the dude name?
Ed Gein, Gein, and she would catch him in there with panties and bra on, which I've found out like that's where they got the Silence of the Lambs. That man,
Clarice.
What was the man with the skin? God, my grandbaby knew. She was like on it, but then she's going to school to be a prosecuting attorney, so she tapped into this conversation. Oh my goodness, my son, they had to educate me because I was so confused. Like, what in the world are we watching? But yeah, just how he was so screwed up from his mother, just teaching him all this craziness, and then she died and he didn't have anybody because she didn't allow him to have a life, a social life. You didn't see him go to school. You seen him maybe interact with one or two people, but he ended up killing her and a bunch of other people along with her, and it was just crazy. And he really was not, I don't want to say he wasn't a bad person, but you just saw that towards the end he suffered from schizophrenia, and he had just been undiagnosed. But I'm thinking like these bodies, and we're just speaking about how there's these families of mass murderers. Mm-hmm. Like everybody in the family just crazy as hell and just want to take everybody out. Like what in the world is going on? So I think the temperature and the climate in government and politics right now, the gun issue and television is just all a recipe for disaster.
Okay, so I'm reading a little bit about this dude, Ed, right? And a lot of the behaviors kind of mimic. I took, when I was in college, I took Greek mythology for one of my degrees, and it talks about Oedipus the king, who had a he had complex, but he was in love with his mother, but his mother would like basically manipulate his mind.
Right.
And so in reading this, it says that she would reserve time every afternoon to read to him, to read the Bible, using selected verses from the Old Testament and the book of Revelation concerning death, murder, and divine retribution. It says that he idolized and eventually became obsessed with his mother. That's what made me think about Oedipus the king. So I was trying to, they don't point out the religion.
Yeah, they don't. But she always was just like, everybody was damned to hell.
It's giving.
Don't say it.
I'm saying based off of my studies, I did study Jehovah's Witness for like 3 years. I studied like 10 different religions for like 3 years. But it is giving, is giving that or like 7 day. But either way, if that's your beliefs, that's fine. But like being exclusively obsessed with that, well, that's the only thing you want to have a conversation with your
and she kid. Was obsessed, but he was obsessed with the Holocaust and the murdering, and I forgot the one. There was this woman who she was with the Nazis, and she would kill and skin people. And so he would read these comic books, and he was literally taking on this personality, and like, this disassociated personality. Like he was talking to this lady because as he read the information, he lived out the visions, and just a friend. And I guess she was kind of like into journalism. They both were curious. Curiosity killed the cat. Satisfaction brought it back. And she showed him these pictures of thousands of people who had been unalived, during the whole Nazi, and how they just came in and took over the camps and how they got rid of the bodies. And once he started reading that, along with what his mother had already, pounded in his head, it just took him over the top. And he was a nice guy, and everybody just kept saying, oh, he's strange, he's crazy. And then he just was like, well, wait, well, maybe I'm okay with being crazy. So let me just play into this, you know? So like you just corrected me about projecting. So we do have to be careful about like projecting
I
things.
think that we have our own experience and then we like all of a sudden don't want, you know, any of our loved ones to kind of experience something that we may have experienced.
Show is crazy.
The show is crazy. So back to the murder of the dude from Houston. It doesn't say his ethnicity yet.
There's a given name. You kind of can know by name.
Don't know.
But the fact that it's the 7th one, like this is crazy. So we're not saying serial, but we are definitely using the word mass. And just
there was no obvious signs of foul play.
So we just falling off into bios right now. Like, quit playing. Stop playing in our faces.
There have been 16 bodies found this year. 5 bodies were recovered in the same week of September 15th. The following week, another body was located on September 26th. Then the 18th, 20th, 26th. It says Houston mayor claims that there's no evidence of a serial killer.
That's what I'm saying. So it's kind of like,
I know he lied.
Who are you protecting? Because see, sometimes that's when you have to be trying to figure out.
We watch these movies, right? And they say, "Oh, it's no one. It's nothing."
Yeah, it's them. It's them.
You said
it. Listen, the fact is that I kept doing research and I found that in the 9 months, so this is at the end of September, there have been 377 mass unalives situations that we are dealing with. Okay. So now you just telling me there was another one just in that next 24 hours.
Just last night.
So yeah, it's just like, y'all be careful. You know what I'm saying? Even with dating and meeting people and going over their house, I was in love for 15 minutes last week. And then
you know what?
It was a whole blow up. And I was like, let me get out of here. I literally had
him. I remember I posted.
No, it's not.
I posted something on my.
It's not me.
I posted something on my business page. It looked maybe like 8 years ago. It came up and it said, "It's you, not them."
No, it's not me. Because I'm telling you,
we'll evaluate after.
We're a little bit. And one thing, I love me a black man. I love me a black man. But because I am a bit assertive, I don't want to say
Why
aggressive.
Are you so assertive? What does that mean?
If I am in control of me.
What
right
does that
now.
mean?
So, okay, I was ready to go. Okay.
You was home, you were home, you needed a snack.
No, I was just, we had already ate.
Whole blow up because you need a snack.
No, because I had cooked dinner. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I had cooked dinner. We done had a good time. We done laugh. We done dance. But now it's time for me to go. You know what I'm saying? Because I got things to do. Mm-hmm. And it was like a hostage situation almost. Like it got a tad bit aggressive. You know, and then I'm like, hold on, Connie, you tee-hee-ha-ha too much. You don't really know this person like this. So are you about to put yourself in a situation? So I was in there chopping up some onions, you know, earlier on, and I had kind of tucked the knife. He was like, why you got this knife in here? I was like, because I was about to kill you. Unalive you. They about to cut me off.
You go... We gotta have a therapy session after this because I cannot.
I read too much. I'm telling you, he was like literally like
doing some projecting.
it was really aggressive.
Like, no, I want you to stay.
No, it was kind of like, you know, like you left a fingerprint, and I was like, hold on, you're being a little bit aggressive. Like I'm really not this weak, you know. And then he like picked me up.
Was he just playing with you?
You don't know me well enough to play with me like that.
You were cooking dinner at your home or his home. Come on, Connie.
I know.
You need to apologize because you tricked me.
No, this over.
Girl, we're talking after this. Anyway, back to these serial killers. Real quick though, because I know you were talking about one earlier. Since we didn't talk about Trigger Ed, and then whomever killing these people may be the mayor. I don't know. Allegedly. Anything could happen.
Yeah.
Who else getting unalived out here?
Listen.
Or you said that there was a situation. I think this video that you were going to send.
Okay, so did you get it?
No, plug your phone in.
Okay, where's the
C charger phone over there? It's right here.
Okay, so everybody knows I am from Cleveland, Ohio, and it's the iPhone actually.
It's iPhone here.
Yeah.
Just switched.
And
sorry.
I was reading an article about a young lady who, well, now how this work?
Just switch it. Just take it off.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't see that part. About a young lady who had to, I don't know what her reasons was. I don't know, because as I went to show you the video today, I saw that it's a little bit more information. And I was like, yikes, I don't know if I really should share it now because I'm not sure. But she left her daughter with someone who I'm thinking she thought it would be a safe situation. This baby was 7 years old. I read this article, it brought tears to my eyes. She left her baby. The baby went missing. And it was like, I think 3 or 4 children involved. Everybody was under the age of 15. It was like a 10-year-old, I think the oldest maybe been like 13 or 14. But they went and sexually assaulted her 10-year-old daughter. Like did unspeakable things to a 10-year-old baby.
They?
These children.
Okay.
Other children.
Oh, the other children.
They lured her to this wooded area in a neighborhood that I'm familiar with. I literally went to elementary school on this street, lured her over into this wooden area, viciously assaulted this little girl. She had beautiful braids in her hair, snatched her hair out. They urinated on her. This baby's 7.
I got some questions.
And they left her there. They thought that they had unalived her. But that baby was a fighter. That baby.
Let's hear this.
Yeah. So let me share. Hold on. Let me go.
That's crazy. And after this, you got to remind me to tell you a story about DJ Envy's wife.
What?
Okay.
What? Tell me right now.
No, why you trying to find this?
Yeah.
Because I don't want the message to get. I want to find out first what she looked like. What
The Wi-Fi is acting crazy. It's not
disconnect from it.
Oh, okay.
So, Gia, who is DJ Envy's wife, did you see the video she had posted about how her and her friends, she said normally every day DJ Envy would take her home from school. They were in high school. And this day he had to stay after school for something. So she ended up going home with her friend. They ended up stopping at McDonald's on the way home. And these girls kept on bullying her because of her skin tone, her skin color. And they're like, oh, you think you all that? Which I've heard that plenty of times before. You think you all that because you this? And she like, what? So anyway, the situation escalates. They kick all of them out of McDonald's. And then they go outside of McDonald's and chick pulls out a blade and cuts her face twice. Okay, and then because I wonder, that's why I was wondering what this girl looks like, because I'm like, stuff like that, like why would they be mad at a 7-year-old?
Yeah, it's just crazy.
And then like even the situation with Gia, like they don't even know her. She don't even know these girls. Like, and I've been in those situations.
Yeah,
before.
me too. Like that's why. Then you telling me why I ain't put a knife in the bathroom and get ready to fight? Not listen,
because you're doing too much. But anyway, go ahead, press play. Let's see what this story is about.
Joins us now with this heartbreaking story, and we want to warn you: some of the images and details are graphic.
I literally saw the worst thing ever. Like, I saw my daughter unrecognizable.
What happened to Antavia Kinnebrews' daughter is something most people will have a hard time understanding. She says her bubbly, sweet 5-year-old daughter was beaten and assaulted. This picture showing hair ripped out of her scalp. Police revealing startling details. The victims and suspects are under the age of 10 years old. This is shocking news to the 21-year-old mom.
I couldn't wrap my head around it.
Kinnebrews' mother held her hand as she wept. She tells me out of safety she does not want to share her daughter's name or show her face, but she explains what happened that day. She tells me on September 13th, she had dropped her daughter off at a family member's home near East 145th Street and St. Clair Avenue. Somehow, her baby girl walked out the front door. When Kinnebrew found out, she rushed over and saw her 5-year-old being treated by EMS several blocks over.
Her hair was scalped from her head She had bruises and blood all over her body. Her eyes was filled with blood. Her lips and mouth was filled with blood. Her nails had dirt, debris of dirt stuck in it.
19 News reached out to Cleveland police several times to try and find out if there are any charges. If so, what are those charges? And if the ages of the suspects would hinder that. All police would confirm is that the victim and suspects involved in this case are under the age of 10, and any other information would jeopardize the investigation. Either way, Kennebrew says her daughter is left physically, emotionally, and mentally hurt and now in therapy. She is grateful for the support of the community so far, but she wants help and answers.
I want her to just to be somewhat of a normal 5-year-old again.
In Cleveland, Noelle Williams, 19 News.
So right. So you see, I'm off on the.
I literally almost threw up listening to that.
You have to see because
I can't.
The little girl is on there.
No, we good.
And she had beautiful braids because her mother every picture because
so
you
what?
can
Tell
see,
me what she looked like.
Pretty little bitty black baby, beaded hair, and you could tell her mother kept her real cute and neat. But I'm like 5. I thought she was 10.
So what's up with the kids?
Listen, I think, and I may know the descendants of these little serpents, because this is a familiar area for me, and I haven't even. But I sent a message out to her. It's like, how can I? What do you need done? Like, how can we? Because at this point, it's like the cycle of abuse. What are these children watching? What are these children learning? What are these children seeing? What are these children living?
Like, I wonder if this is some sort of initiation type of thing. Because why? What's the purpose?
These kids sick. These kids.
So did they get all the kids?
Yeah, the little girl's alive.
So now what happens so the parents, she need to be prosecuted?
No one has been charged. Like literally today, the news is talking. This happened almost a week ago. This is the first time she was literally sharing these stories herself and was like, please share. The police haven't come. They not having a conversation because it's just like, yo, it's some kids. We dealing with some other, figure it out. I don't know. I think that really the authorities are so overwhelmed. And
that's not an excuse.
It's not. It's not.
Hey, listen. Yeah, he could contact your president and find out where the funds at.
Well, he's too busy on his hit list. Leave him alone.
This man said he might pardon a girl, Gazelle.
And you see, they went banana split crazy.
What type of time are we living in, Connie?
Let's talk about Ray J, though.
What's Ray J talking about?
What?
You talking about him in the Rico?
And them K's. The KKKs.
I need Ray J to stop doing cocaine.
But why is Ray J doing? Why is the red? Why? Why
doing it since Moesha?
Because something happened. Something has happened.
Something has to happen for you to start doing cocaine.
Yes. I think
Ray J been trying to be a thug since.
Honestly,
Brandy.
I think
Brandy.
he is like the mole. I think
the mole
that
what?
When that sentence didn't go as it was thought out that it was going to be, like you thought you were going to have a little party get together last week and you didn't because you still in CB4, cell block 4. I felt like he like, oh no, unleash the beast, because they did way more than me. Even I just saw Reggie Bush about the Heisman. I was like, oh, here they come. They coming out. Here come Kanye. They coming out.
To do what?
They coming out to talk.
About what?
They need therapy. Kanye, I feel like Kanye West, I love him. I feel like Kanye West is grieving his mother so hard.
Yeah, but he also has Asperger's and he's bipolar.
I said he is our black Elon Musk. He is the black person.
Yeah, but the thing is that, like, you can even tell if you watch the documentary about Kanye West, where you saw his mother was like after he would do something or if they would go to a meeting or something, his mom would be there, and the way that she would talk to him was as though he was autistic, and so she would kind of talk to him softly
but she
like
was
a
an
child
educator too, so you don't think that's
no, because she knew her kid was was on the spectrum. So, which is fine. She knew how to navigate him.
Okay.
So she knew how to. If you go back and watch that, you can see how she speaks to him. Like, she'll tell him the same thing over and over in a soft manner, so that he would understand. And it wasn't like your mom telling you something. Hey, I just want to tell you this. Blah blah blah. It was like, well, Kanye, remember when we did blah blah blah. And this is what happens when she's speaking to him as though he's on the spectrum, which is fine. I feel like he's that much of a genius. He has no choice but to be on the spectrum. Like, that's, he's going to. But I think that she was the only one that knew how to communicate effectively with him, and I think that's the challenge.
And this is why you gotta take your babies outside. They gotta interact with people. You gotta do some type of social.
You saying that's why Kanye?
I'm just saying, like, now you don't have nobody. It's kind of like, what?
I mean, he got his dad, but how did
Where he at? I ain't never heard about that man.
But I'm saying, like, he's an only child. You know how that is.
Where is his
Y'all
cousin
be on the spectrum?
I don't know.
Only children are special, right?
Oh, shut.
No. But for real though, like, I think that's like a unique thing.
Was that the shade?
No, I think that's like a unique thing. Like, only children, like, you literally don't have any siblings to play with, right? So if you move to another state, your friends that live down the street that you used to ride bikes with, they're no longer there. Okay, so what do? You know, so that's not how it doesn't work.
I've never had a problem making friends.
Are you sure?
Except for that one time in second grade where I was trying to be Trina friend, because I always could comb hair. Like, now you didn't send me in a flashback, and I always wanted to be like, hi, because that's my mother. She's like a flower. I'm nothing like this lady. Like, I love her to death, but we literally are like night and day. And my mother is like, oh yeah, I want to love everybody. You want to save the world, and I'm like, shit, I'm about to go. If you ain't in the car, we out. Bye. I'm gone. But I used to be that person. And then
so Trina didn't want to be your friend?
Well, Trina did, because Trina was a little bit on the below poverty lifestyle. Mm-hmm. And so she would come to school disoriented. And so her mother wasn't bathing her. I don't know if her mother was on drugs or whatever. But she would come with dirty clothes on. And the teacher would literally have clothes to freshen her up. And I let Miss McMillan know I can comb hair. She was like, okay, great, Connie. Go in the coat room and comb Trina's hair. Of course, you got the three mean girls. And they like, Connie said when you was doing your hair, you was stinking. And I never said that.
Cap. I did not say that. Cat, why you in there talking about Trina? You know what?
I promise you.
Look at that camera and you know what? I'm about to blow your camera.
I promise you. I did not say anything.
You apologize to Trina.
No, hell no. Trina, I ain't say nothing about you, but I'm going to tell you one thing now. Run up on me. Fuck with me. I got Lou.
Connie.
I'm telling you.
Connie.
I did not do anything to this girl.
Connie, you told the girls that the old girl was stinking while you were doing her hair.
Everybody could smell her. I didn't have to tell anybody anything. She literally had a smell of urine on her. And so once the bad girls told her, and of course the disheveled children always can fight really hard.
Not to the disheveled. But let's talk about how
Courtney, my word is tethered too. They're a little tethered. No, I wasn't.
So you wasn't trying to be Trina friend. You was just trying to do her hair. And then the other girls was like, Connie in there talking about how you stink.
They was like, Constance said you stink. And I was like, she was like, you was talking about me? And I was like, no. She was like, that, when girls used to be like this, like on pictures at the school. And I was like, I just wanted to be your friend. I wasn't even talking about you. And they was like, Frida was like, yes, she was. She said that your hair was stinking. And I was like, no, I didn't. And they all chased me home. And when I got home, I was out of breath. And my mother was like, what is going on? And I was like, I just had to run home from school.
It's giving.
Wait, no. And my mother was like, what were y'all playing? And I was like, no, they want to fight me. I'm going to say, so you ran all the way home? I was like, yeah. My mother said, let me tell you something. Run one more time and I'm going to beat your behind. She was like, no, nobody at that school hit harder than me. Handle your business. The next day, my stepfather was a butcher. So the next day I took a box cutter to school and I was taking everybody out. And I've been fighting ever since.
Just from you over there running your mouth out this little girl.
I did not.
Ain't that something?
And then all of their parents, I got out. This was second grade. The principal didn't want to expel me because I was an honor roll student, but I did have a weapon. So he had to call my mother. And then I told him what happened, and he called the other kids' parents, and all their parents whipped them in the school, and we was all friends after that.
You Katrina too?
I don't think she really was dealing with me too much no more. I just know I wasn't combing no hair.
Girl, I'm sending you healing energy. I'm sending you hugs.
I'm sending you bedroom candy body wash. Listen, we got all different flavors, scents, and smells. And guess what? Even for those hot areas, stay fresh all day, okay? I'm not playing.
We find out something new about Miss Connie every week, don't we? She a mean girl.
I am not.
How
Don't
you
say that.
With the mean girls.
I wasn't friends with them. They mother made them
friends.
They lived on the back side of me. Their mother made us be friends. You know.
And now today, Connie a mean girl.
Please, if you watching this, am I a mean girl?
Yes.
I'm not. I am not a mean girl. I'm not taking that. You always projecting.
I'm not projecting. I'm not a mean girl.
Why do you feel as if I'm a mean girl?
Because I hear you talk shit. I'm
a mother.
No, I hear you talk shit.
What?
But it's okay. No, we're not going to get into the details. But I'm going to save your life.
No, I'm funny, but I ain't no joke. I'm not a mean girl, though. I'm not going to take that.
I ain't no joke.
Yeah, I'm not a mean girl.
Put that in your next drop.
Yeah. I'm funny, but I ain't no motherfucking joke. You understand what I'm saying? Listen. Okay. Please, don't press my buttons.
Don't nobody have to press your buttons.
Don't press my buttons. And let me tell you something.
We learned a lot today. We learned that Ed Gein. Okay.
Gien. It's actually like Gien.
His Jehovah's Witness mama he was
don't
in love with
say
her.
That.
And he had the Oedipus complex. I just want to do a recap on the things that we discussed today. What was the little girl's name? The 5-year-old? Dang, that's crazy. I
just have her mother's name. Yeah, I don't know the little girl's name.
I'm sending love and healing.
But Tavia Kennebrew was the mother's name.
I'm sending healing energy to all of them because that's a lot. That is a lot.
It's a lot, even for. I mean, but if you really read, like I can't even say everything. Like I'm not even comfortable saying what I read because it was like literally when they found her that. It's literally like the kids watched the Ted Ginn show, this movie, and reenacted it. Because now that I'm sitting here thinking about what I read, I literally watched it where these kids stuck sticks and sodomized this baby and penetrated her with sticks and all type of objects outside at 5 years old. I'll say 7, but that baby was 5. Like, you know what I'm saying? What is 20 years from now? Like, how do you even heal from that? And then being in a world where we want to help, we want to talk about it, we want to let people know, but this is forever. You know, now it's on the internet, you know?
And then too, like, now are you going to be a registered ex-offender?
Yeah.
Because...
No, you should.
Yeah.
No.
I'm saying.
Listen. And I don't play about kids. That's one thing as a mother. This is something else you should know about me. As a mother of more than one child, I have never been a parent that made my son watch his brother. I don't believe that children should watch their siblings. I think that you should allow a child to be a child. Now, if you got to run out to the store, yeah, but we shouldn't be gone days, hours, clubs, nights, vacations with siblings babysitting their siblings. I'm not that parent.
Okay, repeat what you just said, that last part.
I don't believe that the child should be watching the sibling. Like, I never.
Of course you wouldn't.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Because you're an only child.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, because I never made Stefan, and my children are 5 years apart.
You're an only child.
37 and 32. Stefan never watched his brother. I always hired a babysitter. I allowed him to be a parent.
Age.
But even when Stefan was like 12 and Dante was 7, I still wasn't leaving him at home with him. I just wasn't.
Yeah, that's because they're young.
Yeah, but I know people who go on vacations. They go away for the weekend.
I don't think that's okay. But I don't think it's if you have a 14-year-old. You have a 14-year-old and an 8-year-old, and you're going on a date. Well, that's fine. No, don't project. You really have to look at the whole situation. I understand from all perspectives, because your granddaughter is almost 16.
I don't allow her. She's not allowed to babysit. The one time she did, it was a whole situation, and she left the kid.
How old was she?
12. Okay. No. This happened she's 16, about to be. Maybe this was 2-3 years ago. Okay. My grandbaby was like, "Listen, I'm out." She's
almost 16 now. It's a different situation. I think that was really essentially my first job. Right?
Job.
I'm saying I'm babysitting my neighbors' two daughters.
Your neighbors, not your siblings.
Yeah, I've watched my siblings too. Okay, they alive. They good. They
let me talk to them.
I might have thrown them across the room.
That's what I'm saying. No,
playing not like a abusive, but like my brother. He's very
Carissa's siblings. Could you please call in?
I might have matter of fact, I was just talking to my brother about this the other day because my nephew, he loves to play. So I'm like, I bet you he's gonna ask you to throw him across the room on the bed just like you did me, right? And we just started laughing. And there was one time where he missed the bed and you
slammed it to the wall.
He had his head on the dresser and had to get stitches or whatever. But
did you get in trouble?
My mom told us to stop playing. We were genuinely playing. I literally was making him fly because he was Superman. He had a cape on. It was really that.
Yeah.
But I think you have to not project on certain things, because it's okay for your 14-year-old maybe to watch an 8-year-old. It's fine. It's not.
I mean, to each his own.
Not go out of town though. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know people that leave for the weekend and buy groceries and they are out.
No, that's wild.
And not a bus.
And somebody need to call
not
CPS.
A staycation. Literally, you took a flight somewhere.
But I think you only have to be 11 or 12 in order to stay home by yourself, legally, which is diabolical. There's no way.
That's nuts.
There's no way.
Yeah, I'm not with it. I know, I grew up, I'm my mother's only child, but I grew up with siblings, and I used to beat the hell out of my little brother until he tried to hit me with a chain.
What you beat him?
Because I was just a mother figure. And he said, if you hit me, I was like, you get ready to get a whooping if you don't go in there and do them dishes. And he was like, if you hit me with that belt, I'm going to bust you in your head with this chain. And I was like, I'm going to beat your behind. And he went and got this chain that my dad used to pull the cars with. And when we went outside, my brother, I miss him so much. Rest in peace. He sent me a message before I even came in here. And girl, he was out there swinging that chain. And he was like, as soon as you walk on me, I'm going to bust you in your head. And I was like, I ain't watching these kids no more. This is dangerous.
It's dangerous because you abusive.
Right. The naked truth is, if you have them, they're your responsibility. Okay?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean somebody else can't babysit them.
I'm just saying, pay them. Pay the children if you're making them watch the kids.
I got paid $7 an hour. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, but you learn how to, you learn how to make an earning. You don't just be like, watch these kids. It's your brother. You gotta.
Yeah, but sometimes you just watch the kids.
A run to the store. When I say watch the kids, I'm literally saying I know people who will leave the house at happy hour at 5 and come back at checkout time at noon. That's ridiculous to me. Apparently not to you. The naked truth is,
I think it just depends. It depends on how old they are. It depends on what their living situation is. It depends if
there's so many crazy people.
Is the kid going to sleep at 9?
I don't believe in Uber though. So who am I?
If the kid going to sleep at 9 p.m. There's so many different factors into it. But I think you can't project. I think you have to look at it from each side, and then too,
it's 5.
You can't just be like
angel numbers. I'm gonna pray for you. But listen, in my last 5 minutes, I'm gonna let y'all know. Make sure y'all hit that Amazon link. Oh, all right, because I forgot to end at 5:50. Make sure y'all hit that Amazon link. We got that hip hop hula hoop going down. Come on, bring me them stiff hips. Monday at 6 p.m. If you can't show up in person, it's definitely going to be virtual. Get your fat ass up out here. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. See you next week. Toodles.
Your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. High 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on Hot 702.5 FM.